Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of NasCard Radio. This is episode 176 of NasCard Radio, where trading cards and racing meet. I'm your pal Val. With me is the man, the myth, the legend, PSA, and White Castle Hall of Famer Logan. How are you tonight?
I'm feeling shiny.
That's good. And then we are so excited to have back Misha Wines from Panini. I'll give you some great title here. The NASCAR um, all-knowing
Grand
car
Poobah.
producer. Yeah. And thank you, Misha, for joining us today. We're super excited to have you.
Glad to be back.
Yes, and we got a great show with Misha being on. We have some upcoming releases, so we'll spend some time on that. We have some user questions for Mr. Wines, and then we'll talk about NASCAR production days and kind of what was going on there. If you can divulge any information and whatever else we get into during the show, and then we'll finish with King's Court. So we'd like to thank some sponsors here before we get started. Of course, thanks to our sponsor, Panini America, and a new subscriber, Willie2781. Welcome aboard. And we have some shout outs. Yeah. Shout outs to used to be fast, Michael Haggart. I didn't buy these. Beans Ball Card Blog, Kyle Katz, and Jason Freeman for the YouTube comments. We read them, so please leave them. And upcoming releases, we have Panini Prime slated for 131 here next. By the time this goes live, they should be out. And one other thing I'm working on here is a hit meter. So the hit meter for Prime right now is $41.67 a hit. $250 with 3 autos, 3 relics, and also coming up real soon. I'm super excited. We got some here, going to be some close drops. Panini Chronicles scheduled for 2/7, subject to change. We'll put that out there. So, and of course, Chronicles hit meter is about the same price, 41.67, 120 a box with 3 autos, 1 relic, but might have some more information there. And then also, it's gonna be busy, man. February. Wrong slide. 2023 Topps Chrome Formula. Look away, Misha, on this one. Uh, releasing February 16th. Also something to change, and its hit meter is. I hope everybody's sitting down. $855 as 1 Chrome Auto per 3 boxes. So.
Wow, I thought Misha might burst into flames there.
But so we have some releases coming up here next few weeks. Knock on wood. So we've gone without some. We're gonna have some awesome stuff coming up here. So let's see. Oh, hero card winner. Logan did his ciphering here, and we have hero card winner. That's for that big old stack of hero cards, and that's at Fred Petke. And if you'll drop us a line, you can always email at val@nascardradio.com, and I'll get those out to you.
Yeah, we ran all the entrants through the NasCard Radio supercomputer, and his name was spit out on the little card.
It's like the Batman bat computer.
It was exactly like the
I,
Bat
I
computer.
know that's what I was thinking. A
Flashing
little,
lights, everything.
yep, little ticker tape hole punch. Yeah,
Yep.
awesome. All right, now we've got most of the housekeeping done. Um, I'm exhausted. Okay, where are we at? All right, let's get into it. Upcoming releases. The big elephant in the room. Panini Prime.
So I'm excited about it. I'm probably gonna, even though I don't have the money, I'm probably gonna try to buy a box off of Panini's website when it drops.
Yeah, I guess that should go. I guess, well, Misha should tell us, but I'm assuming it's going to go live here in a few days. I'm sorry, from the website. Let me pull that up here. It's coming soon. 3 autos, 3 memorabilia, 1 base or base parallel per box on average. and we can go through the sell sheet. I know we covered it probably in depth on episode 159, but it's a pretty sell sheet anyway. And some killer looking cards with your base on the left and race use fire suits there in the middle. Uh, name tires, I like that. That's pretty cool. Let me close that.
Yeah, I like those cards a lot. Instead of just a swatch, you've got it all spelled out. So I think that's really nice.
Some of those are kind of hard to read. I saw some of them in our QC case. If it's a big name, it's like, oh, you kind of gotta focus on it to see what it says.
Like Almondinger.
Yep, exactly.
See
That was a
next card.
mistake.
You got to hold
That,
two cards together.
that was a mistake on my part.
Yeah. So are those thick?
Yeah, they're like 96 to 120 point, depending on material, I guess.
Wow.
Okay. So that's pretty cool. And prime signatures hollow platinum blue there to the left. The dual prime signatures hollow silver, and the Hall of Fame signature. Love that color and the Hall of Fame logo.
Let's check out some of these dual prime signatures on the checklist. We got Ross Chastain and Daniel Suarez, a pretty simple one. Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, two legends.
Wow.
One of my favorites is Richard Childress and Kyle Busch.
Oh,
Ooh,
awesome.
yeah.
That is one I've never thought I'd see, let alone be the one to put it on a checklist. Richard Petty, Kyle Petty, Jeff Gordon, William Byron, Zane Smith, Ty Gibbs. They're really good friends, and they're both champions last year or a couple years ago. And then Justin Bonsignor and Ryan Preece, which is a fun modified dual auto.
Gotcha.
That's
Awesome.
a fun
man.
checklist.
Then moving up to the next, we have the Midnight Silhouette signatures, red, and the prime number signatures. Now that's pretty cool with the puzzle pieces there to form.
Those are going to be tough to pull because there's nothing numbered more than 9.
Wow. Okay.
So
Man.
So we'll look at the checklist here in a minute, and then the jump prime. Of course, everybody loves the prime jumbo patches.
Is that Denny Hamlin patch that they're showing right there? Is that a real patch that's going to be in the product, or was that just a mock-up?
it's a mock-up of something we have in inventory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But still cool.
And then the hobby configuration: 7 cards a pack, 1 pack a box, 8 boxes a case. And as I said, 3 autos, 3 mem, and 1 base or base parallel. So you want me to share the checklist, and now that it's out, we can dig through it and I guess point us to some of the highlights that you think all the listeners should be and viewers. Let's see right there. Okay. Let's make sure that's up on the screen. Okay. And so select the card set here. So we have 1964 NASCAR champion Richard Petty, 22 NASCAR champion Joey Logano. We have the base set here.
And notice the sequential numbering for the Petty is numbered to 64.
Okay.
Which is just one of those fun little things.
Right. And then so Joey Logano is numbered at a 22.
Yep, those are going to be tough to pull.
Okay. The Alpine Stars fire suit laundry tags. So doesn't look like, let's see, about less than 14 because some are on, some are off. But Bowman's 2, Amarola 10, Ty Gibbs, Chase Elliott, Earnhardt, Danica Patrick, Jimmy Johnson, Casey Kane, Kyle Busch, William Byron, Daniel Suarez, and Christopher Bell. And then we were looking at the base set. Base set is 41 cards.
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot lower than I thought it would be. I would thought it would be in 100
Well,
cards.
the base set is going to be multiple tiers. So 42 through whatever is going to be like the second set of the base cards. Because it's going to go base, champions.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this
Okay.
wasn't official base. It's the base, and then so it's the second set from 42
Uh,
champions.
champions.
Okay. All right. No, that's 61 to
Might be
75.
Hall of Fame. I'm just going off my phone.
Yeah,
It's all
no problem.
alphabetical.
Yeah, so that's 42 to 60.
Ooh, Mike Helton's in there.
Yep. Jerry
Yep.
Cook,
Jerry
Earnhardt
Cook,
Jr., Tony Stewart, Ray Evernham, Richard
Abraham's
Chilton,
in there. That's nice.
Inman, Kenseth Labonte,
We
Gordon,
got a lot of the Hall of Famers in here. So
Percy Wallace, Darrell Waltrip, Bobby Allison.
Oh,
Okay.
that's great. I
So
love that
that's
Abraham's in there. Mike Helton. That's awesome.
yeah, okay, that's 61 to 75. Is it a 100 card or 75 card?
uh, ch- check trackside collection because I think that's going to be the last. That's going to be the last set of the.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
76
going to be
to
100.
100.
200.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So it's
So Alex
100 cards.
Bowman, Austin Cindric, Cole Custer, Eric Jones, Kyle Petty, Michael McDowell, Natalie Decker, William Byron, Casey Kane, Justin Allgaier, Greg Biffle, Harrison Burton, Daniel Hemrick, Carl Edwards, Chase Briscoe, Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Blaney, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, John Hunter Nemechek, Ross Chastain, Sam Mayer, and Ryan Pierce.
So
So
that set's going to be more like guys giving high fives, going on the entrance ramp and whatever, and back like in the garage signing autographs. It's just different kind of photography.
so
Okay.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and the fact that you guys have Carl Edwards in this set means that you have Carl Edwards' address, so you know where he is living and staying right now. So hey, somebody probably needs to hack. No, I shouldn't say that. But that's pretty cool that Carl Edwards is coming back in on all this stuff. I'm glad to see that.
So I'm going to the name in the tires, like Jimmy Johnson. So yeah, they're numbered out of 99 or less, it looks like.
Wow.
Sam Mayer. So AJ Allmendinger, yeah. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Oh, Allmendinger, yeah, I bet that's a toughie.
And then that's
We
pretty
also
cool.
have like the nickname variations for those cool ones in that.
Okay.
There's
wow.
names and there'll be like 7-time champion or 7-time for Jimmy. So that is nickname tires hollow gold or yeah, that's it. Nicknames tires hollow gold.
So
So
Jimmy
you'll see.
Johnson and Kyle Busch.
So 7-time and then Rowdy.
Oh, awesome.
And they're out of
And
25. That's a nice little nugget right there.
I know you want me to look at this NASCAR 75th anniversary.
Signatures. Okay. Yeah, we've seen some of them already, from the first off the line.
So Alex Bowman, Clint Boyer, Corey LaJoy, Daniel Suarez, Denny Hamlin, Greg Biffle, Casey Kane, Martin Truex Jr., Matt Kenseth, Michael McDowell, Morgan Shepard, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Rusty Wallace, Ryan Blaney, Ryan Pierce, Todd Gilliland, William Byron, Dan Lindman, Ward Burton, Brittany Zamora, Natalie Decker, Tony Brondinger, Mike Skinner, and Jerry Cook.
when I picked those drivers, I'm like, I had a list of all the ones we had left, and I wanted to make sure we got a good mix of top stars, retired guys, and then some of the more obscure names, and not have like all the top stars, and just leave the rest, the crumbs, for the next program.
So, how many autographs are in this one? 75th anniversary autographs are in this in Prime. There's
I think
quite
it's
a
one
few
per
there. Huh?
You're gonna get one per box, so should get one per box.
Is that
Yeah.
included in the autograph count, or is that an
I
add-in?
believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
So again, how many different drivers are there right now?
To go with this, and then the 5 from Donruss, and then it's close to 100, I think.
That's the total that you're going to have by the time the program's done is 100.
Potentially, I haven't looked at that list in a while. I don't remember exactly. We had a lot of names on it, so there's still
Yeah,
going to be
because
plenty more.
well, Donruss just had 5, and then
Right.
apparently there's quite a few more here in this one.
Yeah, there should be about that many, if not more, for Prism and National Treasures.
Okay. So I will probably get Austin Dillon. Will be the one I get out of my
Yeah,
box.
probably.
Yeah. So when I get my box, we will definitely do a video, and we will prove that to be true.
Perfect.
So
That
driver hats. I'm trying to think of. I think I saw them last time in Prime. Looks like
these
there's
are
a pretty good list here.
I see some of them are out of 15, 21, 25. So those are tough.
Yeah.
And that's I guess the base of the driver hats, because driver hats brand logo. All one out of one, it looks like.
So
Right.
Misha, is that part of the logo from their sponsor, I guess?
That's going to be like the new era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because if
Got it.
it'll just say like sponsor patch if it's for the sponsor.
Oh, so here you go. Driver hats, button, eyelets, laundry tag, hats, patch, do prime signatures like you were talking about. And
Yeah.
then there's other things, Misha, I should point out here. Legacy signatures, Midnight Shadow box signatures.
That's going to be your typical like patch auto, like an RPA design.
Okay.
Nice bigger patch and a on card auto. Let's see.
So there's names in fire suits, names in sheet metal, and names in tires.
Yep.
Okay. So it's just not tire. Very cool. And prime coverage.
Prime coverage, that's going to be 5 swatches. It's 5 smaller swatches on a horizontal card.
Okay.
Hold on. Go down that thing again, Val. If you don't
Down the
mind.
list here.
Yeah. Let's look and see who all's on it. Okay.
Ryan Newman, Austin Cindric, Matt Kenseth, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Joe Logano, Brad Keselowski, Malcolm McDowell, and Jimmy Johnson.
That was a lot of mem to use because those are 9. Like,
So the
ugh.
associate sponsors, looks like there's 15 different.
I think like 2 people have all 15.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
Ooh.
is there
5
any?
people.
Wow. Is there any ratio of how many one of ones you get per case? Is there a ratio of like 1 per case, or I mean,
It could fall that way. Just
okay,
because they go in a set, like they go in a feeder with other like cards from that kind of form. So
okay,
it could go in with another mem card. It could go in with another jumbo. So just luck of the draw.
yeah, because that's kind of what we've seen in the past. Is there's usually one jumbo one of one patch per case.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Prime Jumbo NASCAR, is that the NASCAR 75th anniversary logo?
If we had that fire suit with
Okay,
that, yeah,
that's where
could
it would
be.
be.
So
It's a big list.
yeah, it's a 100 card list, which was it originally was a 100 card list. Obviously,
Right.
there's going to be some missing, but 100 cards for that was not the brightest idea. But
That's a
trying to
lot.
trying to find 100 guys to use that have that kind of man is tough.
I see Ty Dillon in there. That's my guy. So
There's hat patch. I saw a hat. I saw a jumbo glove shoe. I think it was up here. Race shoes, dual sheet metal, fire suit, race shoes tires, race shoes trios, showcase swatches.
Showcase swatches is a really weird, interesting set. So it's a jumbo piece of mem. It's probably going to be standard, like just one single color, but it's a jumbo swatch, and then you have an acetate layer over it with a black and white image, like a shadow box of the race car.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I think that sounds pretty neat.
in theory, yes. In
Yeah.
person, it's a little iffy.
Okay.
So
And then signature swatches.
it's gonna be it's really just a typical patch auto for the most
Okay.
part.
Signature, souvenir, signatures, fire suits, and sheet metal, and signature names. So what does that kind of look like with the souvenir?
Souvenir signatures. That one. What is? I can't even remember what that one was.
There's a lot in here. I
There's a
can,
lot in here. Yeah.
digging through this checklist, it is just packed with all these different um, sets or and parallels to those sets with so much memorabilia. It's incredible.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of them in it.
we're playing Stump the Misha.
There's a
I,
lot. There's a lot here. So
I was
um,
looking at Chronicles all day, so
gotcha. Anything else, Logan or Misha, you want to talk about here?
let's see.
If you want to jump on some of the other product, if you want to talk about Chronicles um or
Yeah,
anything else in Prime that we didn't cover that you think we should cover.
I'm just excited to get a new release.
yeah, same. Brad Keselowski has returned his autos. We shipped him some cards. He returned some cards with ink on them.
That in itself is absolutely incredible, given
Yeah,
his history.
yeah. So he seems to be warmed up to the idea now.
So
He
after
trusts us. We've built a good relationship with him. So
that's great. That's one of the, I guess, advantages of production day being actually. I don't know how many minutes you guys get, 15, 20 minutes
20-ish minutes. Yeah,
to get to talk to them and especially with everything that's gone on with Panini here in the last year, I guess it has been. So making some new relationships and mending some fences if you need to or whatever, or ironing out any kind of miscommunication or whatever. So it's always good. So that's big because he hasn't really signed anything since the 2012 Ignite auto
right.
pen incident. So everything's been on sticker. So that's really great.
Yeah, there's a lot of Brad K collectors that are going to be very ecstatic about that.
Yeah. Uh,
Awesome.
that's all I got for Prime.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about with production days? So just kind of recap. That's happens in Charlotte, and it's over 2 days. All the Cup drivers come, basically split. I think 17 one day, 17 the other day,
Yeah.
and it's kind of it's a full day because they are visiting all the different media outlets that one day. Like we talked about, 15, 20 minutes a piece, and room to room to room, and I guess you get a little break for lunch. So they're on the media tour, so you get to spend some time with all of them. And I don't know anything you want to talk about, like what you guys were doing there, or did you have product to give away, or have them open cards, or I don't know any of that good stuff.
Yeah, so we had our little room. It's a nice big room, actually. We had two stations set up. We had our photo station set up to get their like just head-on shots, their stuff where they're just standing there, just looking hero pose and whatnot. Then we had them do some like videos for like when they win and someone posts them like waving a checkered flag or standing there and pointing at the camera. We got little videos of that. Some of them had the Panini like championship belt, a big chain or something. Then with whatever time left, we either talked to them, just see how they were doing, see how their contract was going. Uh, some of them we got to sign some on card stuff for National Treasures. Then we were just sitting there chatting with them while they're signing. Some guys, great personalities, had a lot of fun talking to them. Ryan Blaney was Chatterbox. He was a great guy to talk to, real fun. Um, we had some packs on the table. We had some NASCAR. We had football. We had basketball. Some guys opened them. Some guys like, oh, I want this. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, take it. Uh, yeah, it's just a lot of getting to know these drivers. Some guys weren't too weren't too friendly with everything and just kind of left. But what are you gonna do? You can't stop them.
That's
But
true.
other guys are great.
Because yeah, we noticed that there were some guys that were great that were there, and there were some guys that they didn't want to be there. They wanted to get done and get out of there as soon as they possibly could.
Yeah, yeah. I think I told y'all one of Logan's favorite drivers wasn't too thrilled to be there and just kind of left.
Yeah,
So won't say any names or anything, but I mean some guys were into it. Brad Keselowski was looking at the cards like, oh, I like that one. That one's cool. I like when it has the driver and the car on it. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely keep note of that. It's just seeing these personalities that you don't get to see on track. Hopefully, the new Netflix show gets to expose that a little bit more. So, and I was talking to some agents and stuff, commenting on their careers and like how they've been tracking lately. They're all just so down to earth, most of them.
yeah. Most of the ones that we talked to and ran into were nice. There was a couple that weren't so great, but I will say that Kyle Busch was actually pretty good. I was impressed with him. A few other drivers that have reputations were also pretty good, but then there's also a few that I got in trouble for even looking at.
Yeah, Kyle was great. He was real talkative. I was asking him some questions about his autograph. Him and Kurt's autographs are very similar. He said he kind of copied it, but he wanted to make it his own thing, but it's still going to be similar. Like you can tell the difference between the two.
Yeah.
But he liked talking about it, so he's really warmed up to the fans, I think.
Well, he's getting cheered a lot more now that he's with Childress. So
Absolutely.
he, unlike before, where he was getting booed when he was with Gibbs, he was the bad guy. Now, since he's with Childress, who had Earnhardt, everybody loves Childress. So he's loved by association, I guess.
It was fun just like walking if I had to go to the bathroom or go get a snack or anything. You just walk out, you leave the room. Oh, there's a driver just walking down the hall checking his phone. It like no one really batted an eye. It's just normal for everyone there. So
Yeah.
I couldn't fanboy or anything, but I had a fun time, and I got to see you too.
Yes, we were there.
I was gonna say Logan did plenty of fanboy for everybody.
Especially when Shane Van Gisbergen showed up unexpectedly.
Yeah,
Man,
that's a
we
story for
left
another day, man.
we left just too soon.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
he was late in the day.
yeah, he was late
That
that
last day.
Wednesday. Yeah. Now, one thing I heard, and I think we've kind of somewhat talked about, you guys brought National Treasure with you to have signed. So some of the drivers had some impromptu personalizations or whatever. So that's pretty cool to
Yeah,
get.
yeah. So we mentioned it to I think almost every driver, like, hey, if you want to on your 101 or something, if you want to write something fun or like, let's see, someone wrote "big money, no whammies." Um, uh, there were some Priest lightning for Ryan Priest. There were some guys who did real funny stuff. So I know Michael McDowell did something. Who else?
Hunter
John Hunter
Nemechek.
Nemechek, yeah. He
Yeah.
did like bet on yourself or something, gamble on yourself. So, and it was just another way to get these personalities out there. Like, oh, you
Yeah.
want, yeah,
I saw a bunch of guys on social media posting like Busher. He posted. There's several guys that posted on social
yeah.
media that, hey, check it out. You know.
RFK was posting all over, and then with Brad and Busher did something in our media tent where like Brad's like he's our camera guy didn't know he was gonna do this. So Brad it's like, hey, wait. Our camera goes, what's going on? Brad walks in, he's like, hey Chris, can you sign my card? Chris goes, sure, I'd love to sign your baby's forehead. And then he's like, no, my card. He's like, oh yeah. But it was a dual autograph of Chris and Brad. So they both signed it like right there on camera. It was really cool to see them having fun with it. So
So next time I want to be the guy, I want to work for you guys. I want to be the guy helping take pictures and telling the drivers what to do. Okay, put your hands on your hips, cross your arms, point, you know, and all those things that we always talk about.
our team did a great job with everything that week. They setup looked amazing. They were real great with the drivers. They very professional as they should be. Our photo team, our head photo lady, she did phenomenal job. She was great with the drivers. She's done it before, so she got it down. What are the drivers going to do? Tell her no? No.
Yeah.
But like they were all great with her, so she does a great job with everything we do. So it's great. It's good to have a nice team behind us.
Well, the nifty thing about all this, of course, this is 2024 production days. So all the drivers were wearing all their new swag, all their new fire suits, all their new helmets, everything that's new. And you guys were able to get pictures of all that. And even some drivers, we saw them do fire suit changes throughout the
Mhm.
day. So some of them
Uh,
had multiple.
yeah, I know Ross Chastain did because he had his Bush and then he had Kubota.
Yeah.
Um, Christopher Bell had a couple. Uh, yeah, I think those are the only two I remember seeing.
Yeah,
So
I think maybe did John Hunter Nemechek, maybe he had
he may have had something with
a
Dollar
couple
Tree
of
and
different,
whatnot.
yeah, because they had Dollar Tree and I know that Legacy Motorsports has got Family Dollar and Dollar Tree as
Mhm.
their sponsors. It's kind of weird that you've got these competing dollar stores on the same team, but I think it's like one big
Yeah, it's
cohesive
all the
family.
same owner. It's the same owner. So
Yeah.
Uh, I was just going to switch gears here for a second. I know when we had you on before, we talked about trying to get blasters to either the teams or haulers. I don't know if there had any kind of update or how that's going.
yeah, we have our connection who does all our like approvals and stuff. Who does all the gets. She's our connection between us and the teams. Um, we talked to her for a little bit. A lot of times, those teams, if the blaster box has Joey Logano on it, is Joe Gibbs Racing going to want to have Joey Logano stuff on their hauler? Like that's a dang good point right there.
That's a good point. So maybe some generic label blasters like NasCar, Panini NasCar trading cards with something generic on it, maybe.
Right. Like an at track set or something.
Something.
So,
yeah.
So I guess it's probably too late for some of that stuff, but maybe for Downrush or something, get a more of a generic blaster. I guess you have a trackside parallel.
Ooh, there's an idea.
Yeah, we're actually doing a something trackside. I can't say what it is yet, but it's relating to trackside. So
but
it's not an at track thing. It's a product.
Gotcha.
Let's see what else. Logan, you want to go into some of the listener questions?
Oh yeah, we've got some questions for you, Misha. These come from one of our good friends and listeners, Tim Mousy. And first question he's got is it concerns 2021 Donruss. He wants to know what is the deal with card number 38 being the lone black bordered card in the set.
Yeah, card 38 there. When I was opening 21 Donruss, I noticed that. I was very confused by it as well because I wasn't working at Panini when that set released.
Right.
So I started mid 21, so I had been out a few months. So I asked the old director, I'm like, what was up with this? It's a tribute card, just okay. It's apparently just a tribute card to Jimmy Johnson. Just make it special. Like,
so I guess they probably had separate sheets for that, maybe to print.
That's what I was actually looking at. I was looking for that to see if there was any sign of any notes to like, hey, make this one this, do this one. Like, this is going to be distinct from the rest of the sheet. I can't find anything.
Interesting. So I wonder how they printed them, but they could put the black on there. I mean, that could happen, but with the rest of the white ones, but still.
Yeah. So.
All right, cool. So the next question I have is about the white sparkle cards that come in National Treasures. And he wants to know, do all the subjects have equal print run amounts?
Each subject having equal print run amounts?
Yeah, each card, basically. Each base card.
I believe they're equal, but I can't disclose exactly what number. There's rumors and reports on what other sports do. I can tell you it's not that. I won't go high or low on that, but it is not the reported number that other sports use.
Oh,
so
great. I thought I'd get you to do a Price is Right game here. Be high or low. Oh well.
Can I play Plinko? We play Plinko. Come on.
Yeah, play Plinko.
Next time we'll do Plinko, I guess.
Yeah. So White Sparkle, I can't disclose anything because that's a trade secret for us.
But we think that like the chase and the chase variation, they're the same amount. Holding the cup, not holding a cup, or whatever.
Yeah, like the ones I've got right here. These are the two chase from I think 2021. I can get my there you go 2021 National Treasures. As you can see, one of them's the image variation, and one of them's not there. It's the same card number. I'm trying. Well, I tell you what, I'm not doing really good with the camera right here, but yeah, I would think the variation would be slightly lower print run.
I mean, if there's any difference, it's within the ballpark of the regular. So
okay.
So no chase is harder to find or chase than the other one.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Wow. So you can chase all the chases you want.
Yeah.
Right. With the same amount. Okay.
Wow, okay. And then autographs are 1-on-1s, right?
Right.
Okay. That's what I have always assumed. Just want to make sure. Okay, so next question he's got, it deals again with 2021 Donruss, and he wants to know about Ryan Sieg's Atlanta Braves hat and how that got through the baseball licensing with with the Major League Baseball logo on it.
That's one there on the left, the pink version.
Yeah.
I mean, baseball never looks at that. Or like, no one.
They don't
will
look at
know.
our show either, so I think
Baseball didn't. Mistakes happen. No, nothing's come of it. So
All right,
I
so
think
buy as many as you can before it hits.
the
Is this
statute
like
of limitations is passed, I think. So, I mean, sometimes things don't get caught.
Yeah, I mean, you can mistake that as an Alabama hat or an Arkansas hat, or well, because I know
Because
Alabama, they make all different color hats.
it looks like a white and black hat with a script A. You
Yeah.
cannot 100% tell me that is an Atlanta Braves hat.
True. So, or it could be his high school team or something. We don't know.
Would we scrub it if we saw it now? Absolutely. But there's not 100% evidence that is a Braves hat.
Gotcha.
Sorry, an Atlanta baseball team hat.
Yeah.
great? So
No.
now no luck of getting a Texas Rangers hat through.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I've got PSA. So yeah, that's all. That's all the questions I have from our viewers/listeners. And thanks, Tim, for your input. We appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Let's see what else. Housekeeping. Okay, so it's getting to be the end of the month.
Yep, it sure is. So guess what? We've got the Racing Card Hall of Fame voting ongoing, and voting ends on the 3rd of February, which is this coming Saturday as you guys listen and view this episode. So get your votes in as soon as you can, because voting is coming to a close very soon, and we will be announcing this on the show that drops right before the Daytona 500.
All right. Yeah. So the link and the website link should be in the show description, or a few of the previous shows. You can look there as well. And for the link, use an email address, and password is uppercase RCHOF.
Yes, the URL is bit.ly/RCHOF ballot. And like what Val said, the password is all uppercase RCHOF. And we've had a lot of votes. Some of the cards that you think are going to be up front are, some of them that you may not think be up front are. So that's why you got to vote, because every vote counts.
You can vote up to 10.
So vote early, don't vote often.
Exactly.
Or vote late, vote and not often.
You can vote late. It's not too late. I guess whenever you cut off voting.
Yeah. It'll be midnight on the 3rd. We're right there, 11:59 on the 3rd.
Is that Eastern time or Central time?
I'm going to give it to Pacific time, which actually will be for me and you, Misha. That'll be 1:59 in the morning. So you have a little extra time because of that Pacific time, because I want to give everybody a fair shake.
It's great. Anything else on the list for today, or should we go to King's Court here?
Well, the only other thing that we need to talk about probably really quick is the race upcoming this week, the Clash, and we can make some bold predictions if we want. I'll start out with a bold prediction, and you guys are probably going to know who I'm going to pick. I'm going to go with Ty freaking Gibbs to win the Clash at the LA Coliseum. What do you think, Misha?
I'm going to go somewhere. Someone's going to bulldoze their way to the front who started 15th or something.
Yeah.
So Whoever starts 13th is going to win the Clash.
Okay, I'll be watching for that.
Yeah.
That gives you something to watch for.
Lucky 13.
All right, Val.
Well, I was just thinking, thought about it. Think of changing my prediction here. I'm going with Ryan Blaney.
Why not? He's on a roll.
Yeah, his pretty much, his championship's done. He's got it, so he can piss off anybody he wants to. So
That's true. I think Misha's having an earthquake.
Yeah. Trying to mute myself so I can cough. I've been dealing with some sore throat issues.
Oh man,
We're all
sorry
sick.
to hear that.
We're all sick lately.
Yeah,
tell you, I'm glad to be feeling better. So
yeah, that's kind of what postponed our episode last week. Val was not feeling too sporty, and we just had to stop and regroup for this week.
all right, you think we're ready for King's Court?
Let's go for it, man. All right, this week's King's Court, in honor of Misha, we have honorable mention number 1. This was on the 18th of January. It's a 1-of-1 2022 National Treasures Alex Bowman autograph patch booklet. They were asking $399.99 for this guy, and they settled on the best offer of $175. So not bad. And that's a pretty cool patch.
Nice big juicy patch.
That's a good signature too.
Yeah, I like that card. It's a nice looking card. Anytime you get a 1-of-1's nice. So that one's a cool one.
Purple is an underrated color in the hobby.
That's very true, especially in NASCAR.
Yeah, everybody loves purple, and nobody likes green. But we talked to Dale and him about that. But all right, next one.
All right, next up is our honorable mention number 2. This was also on the 18th of January. Richard Petty, 2021 Panini Prism Color Blast Case Hit PSA 10. And they were asking $450 for this card, and the best offer was snapped up at $362.50. So I love that card. It's pretty cool that the King can fart in red, white, and blue colors. I think that's great.
Well, if anybody can, it's him.
He is, because he's the man, as we all know.
One thing I'd like to see us do with Color Blast, we actually did it with collegiate football. Was we did the Color Blast was the team colors. So we do. I do it out there.
Nice.
We call it Team Color Blast. It's a fun play on words. The cards look amazing. So that was my contribution to the collegiate side of Panini.
Ooh,
The one thing I did.
I'm clapping you on that one, buddy.
Thank you. I'd like to see us do that for upcoming Prism.
That would be awesome. I'd love to see some Petty Blue in there. That would be incredible.
Yeah, a Dayglow orange.
Yeah,
or Dayglow, whatever.
Yeah, that Dayglow pinkish orangish color, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that would be sweet. I'd love that. So yeah, make it happen.
I will.
All right, make it happen.
All right, let's move along here.
All right, honorable mention number 3. This is on the 27th of January. It's a PSA 2.5 Good Plus, it says. 1911 T36 American Tobacco Auto Drivers Ralph De Palma. And that's actually a really nice looking card, especially for a 2.5. It must have a crease in there somewhere because the back looks good too. But anyway, they were asking $259.99 for this card. Somebody went click and they bought it for $259.99.
Pretty nice for 2.5.
we've seen a dramatic increase in these cards, the prices. Because I was telling Val before the show that it hadn't been all that long ago. You could pick these cards up for, $20, $30 raw all day long. Well, and I say that because they were hard to find, because I would go to the National and ask everybody about trying to find some of these cards, and nobody had them. It was rare to find them.
Well, they get in collections and they don't come out.
That's very true. And I know Ken is working on a master set, so he's really got his job cut out for him.
Because I remember going to one of the shows here in Charlotte, and the guy was talking like, "Yeah, I got a set. I got both backs, and it wasn't going anywhere. He didn't want to sell it, so
No, I can't say that I blame them.
yeah,
They're beautiful cards.
yeah, great color. I mean, considering
Mhm.
what 100 years old more.
Yeah, 100 and what is that? 113 years old. Yeah, my gosh.
Yes, sir.
All right. So next up's our Joker of the Week. This is on the 23rd of January. It's a 1989 Sports Illustrated SI for Kids Mario Andretti. And the reason I made this the odd card is because it's a PSA 10. And how many SI for Kids cards do you see that are PSA 10s? That's pretty odd. But
yeah, it's a tough one.
it is tough, man. You just can't get them. And they were asking $359.99 for this card, and it ended up selling for $300. So that's a really cool card.
I mean, you can see from the zooming in, the perforations are frayed there, but the corners are good.
Yeah, and I think that's how PSA likes it. I think they like to see that little frayed part on the perforations, to know that it was kind of pulled apart gently, and it just kind of it's like cotton candy. It just kind of frays out.
There's definitely an art form to that.
I think there is,
and
but I don't know what it is.
Either do I, and it's kind of, I was thinking like OPG, right? They have those frayed sides, but it doesn't detract from the grade.
Yeah, that's because they cut those with a wire instead of like a blade. So that's why you get those rough cuts. Anyway, yeah, that's a cool card. So it went for $300, man. I like that card.
All right, moving on.
All right, next up is our Jack of the Week. This is on the 21st of January. 2020 Topps Dynasty F1 Lando Calrissian Norris. It's a RPA single patch auto, it says. This card went out for bidding, and it landed at $2,126.69 with 4 bids. So we don't have Jason on here, our patch identification department, so I don't know where this came from on his wherever. I don't know if it's I don't know if this is part of his uniform, but it may say on the card what kind of patch it is.
How about that shipping cost, though?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's crazy, and it's located in Long Beach, California.
Yeah, so it's 3 of 10 auto 2020 first year patch. That $2,000 again, but I think that's cheaper than a box of 2020 Dynasty.
Yep, I think so.
Because that was $4,000 to $5,000 at the maybe close to $5,500 during the heyday.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was at least that much. But that's I kind of call that patch the equal sign. So
That it is.
So he's the equalizer.
Yeah, well, he's up and coming, so everybody's hot for him in 2024 F1. So we will see if he lives up to his hype and can win a race.
I think he's
2024, as opposed to the, what did I say, Red Bull winning, was it 95 points something percent of the races in 2023. So we'll see if they can grab a percentage or two.
Yeah, I think they can. I think that they're going to win several races this year. I don't think Max is going to walk away with everything this year.
Okay.
All right. So next up is our Queen of the Week. This was actually on the 21st of January. It's Brittany Force, 2017 Donruss Hollow Gold Signature Series, number 17 of 25. They were asking $350 for this card, and it went for $260 with the best offer.
Wow.
2017 Donruss has some very undervalued stuff in there. So
Yeah, I went when they had the special on the blasters. I picked up a case. I love 2017 Donruss. It's got some great stuff in there.
it's a
It
very
really does.
simple set, but some of those autos you can't find anymore.
That's very true. And yeah, I just thought that was a really neat card. For once we didn't have Danica or Haley or Tony Breidinger. We actually have somebody different on here, so I thought that was great.
I think the last time we had somebody other than them, it was Brittany Force. I
I
think
think
it
it
was
was.
maybe it was her 101 or something.
Yeah, we had her. Yeah, she's been on before, but that's a great card. Yeah, and you're right, Misha. The 2017 Donruss is very underrated. So, and it's cheap right now too. You can pick up boxes, hobby boxes, pretty
30
cheap.
bucks. Yeah.
Yeah,
25,
great.
30 bucks.
Great hit ratios on those.
yes, yes. The hit meter is good on those.
Yes.
All right. So next we've got a King of the Week. This was on the 20th of January. And look who it is. Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty, 1992 tracks. Card number A1. It's PSA DNA auto graded. It says it's a mint 9. And this card actually went out for bidding with only one bid. So it landed at the at the starting price of $749.99. So that's one of the grail cards for the NASCAR collecting community right there.
Yeah, that's on the it's on the list to be Racing Card Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's one of the nominees on the list for sure.
Question for y'all. As Dale Sr., did he ever sign a sticker?
I don't think stickers were around
I don't
back
think
in
so.
2001.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't think he signed a sticker.
No, I think everything that you're going to get from him that's certified pack pulled is going to be on card. So that's a plus.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything that would have used stickers during press pass or wheels or upper deck. Everything, Fleer, Pinnacle, everything. Nothing used stickers.
Yeah, everything I can think of is all on card. I can't think of anything that might have used stickers. So I think there were some stickers being used at that time, but I don't think they were in NASCAR because Press Pass and all the other companies were really big on card autos.
Yeah, that T-shirt.
So
On card isn't hard.
Yeah, I've got that T-shirt too. It's downstairs in my closet.
It's one of the actually one of the hardest things you can do in collectibles. So it was a great marketing campaign though.
Yeah. And now Leaf has the Press Pass name, so it'll be interesting to see if they have anybody like Richard Petty. Well, they have had Richard Petty, and so who knows what they're going to do. So, all right. So next up is our Ace of the Week. It's a 1 of 1. This is on the 27th of January. It's a 2022 National Treasures Kyle Larson autograph booklet. And they were asking $1,400 for this. Guess how much it went for, Misha?
1,100.
You're pretty close. Lower.
9.
Higher.
1,000 even.
Yes, $1,000. Ding, ding, ding! You just won a new car. Congratulations!
All right.
But that's a nice patch.
Yeah, it's embroidered.
Yeah, it's not silk screened. That's the one thing I don't like about some of these new driver suits or driver fire suits now. Is the silk screening. To me, they kind of cheaped out. The sponsors are cheaping out on this stuff. But
I talked to a few drivers about that because I think Buescher still uses all sewn stuff, so all embroidered stuff.
That's great.
Some of those guys just like it. They don't care about the weight. It's a different feel for them.
Yeah.
So.
we know Dale Earnhardt Sr. back in the day, he did not like the laundry tag in the back. He told him, do not, when you make my suits, do not put that, because that irritated him. He did not like it. So his fire suits, like this one right here, I mean, it doesn't have a laundry tag in it just because of that. He just didn't like the feel. But yeah, cool card, man. I think that's about the right price for that card. That's a nice one.
That's a keeper, yeah.
No doubt. All right. So lastly, our Royal Flush. This was on the 17th of January. I like how they say right out of the gate, Grail, 2006 Futera Grand Prix, number 95 Lewis Hamilton rookie card, Formula One. It's a PSA 8, and they were asking $15,500 for that card, and it ended up going for a best offer of $12,500.
Wow.
So
Incredible.
how this card has dropped in price.
Yeah, I was looking for some of the previous ones. Everything I saw that we had sales for were in like the PSA nines, stuff like that. So it's hard to compare. I mean, at the heyday, some of that stuff was like crazy prices. So, but
Yeah,
12 grand, that's still. I mean, I don't know what the pop is on that thing, and
I
especially with
don't know. I have not looked.
especially with the 2000, is it 5, 6, and 7, or 6, 7, and 8 maybe, with the Formula One from Czechoslovakia out of that magazine. It just seems like this was the one before everybody knew about that other one, and so this everybody was jumping on this thinking it was his rookie, and then the other one popped out, and this
Mm-hmm.
and then of course you had the height of the pandemic and other stuff, but still, it's a tough card. I it's we had the Futera set the other day, that complete set, and you know how tough that is. So
Yeah, you
I
just don't see those.
I haven't seen the 2006 set out either.
No, I don't think I've ever seen a 2006 set for sale. And I think that 2005 we saw, was it last week or week before last? That was the first one of those I had ever seen.
Same here, and that somebody had picked up a wax pack. I don't know if it was under $200 or something like that, which had a mem in it and stuff like that. It's just with this release over in Australia, it just made it so hard for folks in the U.S. to get access to that.
Yeah, it's kind of like the V8 supercar set. It's kind of like that too. It's just hard to get, limited quantities.
Well, I'd imagine it's the same way here, trying to get people in Australia trying to get Prime and NT and Dunruss over there. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a cool card. I think the price is probably about right for that card now these days. Given the current climate. So congrats to whoever got it, man.
yeah, it's a sweet looking card. So we've been following it for the last few years. It's definitely popped out kind of like that 72 STP Petty. So
Yeah, and what kills me is the sideburns. It almost kind of looks like Rudy Giuliani's hair or something. Yeah, that leaks.
It gives me
Ooh.
Jean Girard vibes.
that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
there you go. That's it. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. So
All right, so that's all I've got for this week's King's Court.
all right. Well, before we wrap up the show, again, thanks, Misha, for hanging in there with us and coming on the show. Appreciate it very much, answering the questions. Prime looks great, and that should be hitting the streets here any day.
Yep, I guess it's going to be
Yep.
tomorrow. Is it what 10 o'clock Central Time? I think, or something like that. 11 o'clock. I'll have to go look.
Of course, when we drop this, I don't know if we'll drop it tomorrow or Thursday, but in celebration of Prime being released.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we're doing this one a little bit early since we missed last week.
And we have Prime coming out right now. So awesome.
Yep,
It's gonna be
Chronicles will be on sale.
busy couple weeks for racing collectors with Prime and Chronicles coming out. NT is not too far away. So
Will we get Prime before NT? I mean, Prism before NT?
Prism should be. Wow. Prism should be before NT.
It should be,
Somewhere
yeah,
in
I would
there.
think.
Not sure where we are in that.
We got a busy couple of months here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
guys
then-
are getting killed right now.
And then Donruss is coming out. Like we're not close on Donruss, but we're getting there. We're getting through it faster.
The fact that Donruss is going to be later, is there a chance that you could have some of the new fire suits and things in there with the new sponsors?
There's one driver, a rated rookie, who we just got new photos for, but everyone else is going to be. It's the recap program, so it's going to be a lot of last year's stuff, which can cause issues with drivers. Like, oh, we don't like that. It's last year's. We want to highlight our new sponsor. We want to do this. Like, it's a recap. We have no photos of you from this year because that would be impossible. Just deal with it. So,
but Shane Van Gisbergen is going to be a rated rookie, correct?
I mean, you got to meet one of the rated rookies. So, I'll start to say that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's cool. All right.
Then,
Well, I don't think I have anything else.
All right. No hashtags, nothing else. Good to go.
Well, no, I got some hashtags.
Well, that's what I'm asking for.
All right.
I got nothing, but hey, wait, I got hashtags.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right. Yeah. I take that back. I got hashtags. Hashtag RCHOF is one of them. So vote. Hashtag Slabfire. Hashtag Skid Marks and Ty freaking Gibbs.
All right. Misha, you got any hashtags? Anything you want to throw out? We appreciate you being on it, or I don't know, anything your social medias or sites or the Panini website or the
That's my Twitter right there. So follow me there.
What's the blog site for Panini? The Lancer is Lance Knights
Lance.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. I'm going to wrap up. I promise that, again, from all of us, we appreciate you watching and listening. And we will catch you next week. And we're out of here. Enjoy Prime.